Yeah. Sometimes it's easy for me to want to just bury my head in the sand, and pretend I didn't go through the things that I went through. But I know there's a lot of people who are still struggling through their gang stalking. They're struggling for their sanity. They're struggling for normalcy. They're struggling for peace and for a life worth living. Because it can be a very, very heavy burden to carry, to be constantly tormented with this. And so, in light of that, I don't want to become callous to the people that are still experiencing this. Sorry, I was getting another call. But I just wanted to try to encourage a little bit. And I realized something throughout my stalking. I was like, obviously, what you're doing and what they're doing are different. And what I'm saying is those who are experiencing the stalking and those who are perpetrating the stalking, however that plays out, it's a different story. But there has to be a difference between you two. The things that you value and the things that they value are different, or else you'd be doing what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you were on the same team, you'd be doing the same things. But there's a reason that all this stuff is coming against you. And I don't fully understand everything. I don't understand how people are chosen and who makes that decision. Who decides this person needs to get targeted. Sorry, I'm in my car, but it's hot. But I don't understand how a lot of that works. I don't understand if God allows it. But that's kind of what I lean to. I lean towards God is allowing it for a purpose. And those purposes might be slightly different, but at the core, I think they're all the same, because I can see now how God has used the stalking to really like polarize good and evil for me, and allowed me to choose between, what was happening to me in a different way. It was a choice between, okay, this is what's in the world. Do you want to be a part of that? And I had opportunities to get involved with that, and that is probably your case too. People asking you if you want to join, or maybe hinting at certain worldly rewards or payments for doing what they do. That might come to you, or maybe you've already experienced that. It happened to me a couple times, but no matter what they were wanting to offer me, not worth it, and I knew that. Because I wanted to be nothing like them. And something I noticed was they all have the same type of characteristics. The stalkers, they all have like the same type of spirit or qualities that they carried out, that they what's the word I'm looking for? Same qualities that they possessed, or the same that they didn't possess. Selflessness and like good qualities. Like a lot of them didn't have that, like good qualities, selflessness, and things that I really valued, like kindness and it was just very demonic, very demonic characteristics. So I think there's something to be said about that, is, study these people. They're studying you because I don't think they understand targets. I don't think they understand them. I think there's something about them that they fear and don't understand. Just like I can't really understand the malevolence and the evil that they're willing to carry out. So yeah, I don't have a huge point to this video other than some encouragement of just don't be like them. You're not meant to be like them, and there's a reason you're getting targeted. Think about doing that to someone. Think about spending time and energy and effort and hours to bring down a person's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual state. It's pretty insane. And so no matter the explanation is something I get hung up on so much, because I'm like, what makes these people do this? Like, what possesses that's funny, what possesses, and that's what I'm getting at, what possesses people to do this? And it has to be demonic spirits. It has to be. Like, I don't think that type of evil originates in people. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't understand about it all. But I know that the best thing you can do is fully throw yourself onto Jesus and submit to God. So, I have 2 years free from this stuff for the most part. I still have weird stuff here and there, kind of like isolated incidents, but I think one thing I wanted to talk about, I've always noticed like a pattern that, shame, these are just off the top of my head too, guys. So shame, guilt, and fear are like a huge thing that they'll use. So if they find something that you're ashamed about, maybe it's something you did, they'll do those little games where they're mentioning it in passing. Most of the time it's in passing. Like, people might say something under their breath. That was something they did to me quite a bit, about something you did or something you felt ashamed or guilty about, and it was like a constant jab, right? And if you have wounds like that, if you have wounds, it's a constant access point from the enemy. That's why you need to get healed from your wounds. People that have hurt you, you got to forgive. Things you've done, you have to find forgiveness from God for your so the shame and the guilt can go away, because that's something that God can heal you from, and it allows you to be a stronger person. Then you don't have those access points, those things that the enemy can just pull on and lead you in. That gets you in your emotions. It gets you like fearful and doubtful of God. Like, there's so many things that play into this. So many things. And fear, like, a lot of the way that the gangstalking plays out is like it puts this tremendous fear and anxiety on you that is in a way controlling you. Pretty soon you don't want to do the things you used to do, and pretty soon you can't be the person that you're meant to be, because you're bogged down with all this trauma. All this shame and guilt is crippling you, and this fear is controlling you. So that's another reason you need to seek the Lord, because God can make it so all those, they don't have access to you like that. So if you're confident in who you are, you've been forgiven, and you don't have shame and guilt, and you stand firm in your identity and all those things, plus you have God backing you, because God will protect you if you submit to Him. That becomes His responsibility, you know. And there's obvious times where you can probably look back and be like, I shouldn't have made it out of this. God already does extend His kindness and goodness towards us, but there is a time where that will no longer be available for those who choose to rebel against God, you see. So yeah, it's just some stuff on the top of my head. Ask some questions, and then maybe I can get into some other videos. I still want to share, I still have a couple things I want to share as far as experiences and stuff I have. Actually, I have quite a bit, but like I said, sometimes putting them out in like a logical, organized way is really hard for me. I'm not the most organized person, so that's why I'm on here just kind of rambling right now. I've also been very busy. I had a death in my family. Someone who was really dear to me, a mentor and a father figure to me. It was my uncle. So, you know, I've kind of been just a little beat up about that. But he was a great man of God. And I'm not in doubt where he's at right now. So I'm just sad that he's not around anymore. For selfish reasons, I guess. But yeah, cut it off there and ask some questions, because that helps me if I can stay on a topic or something like that. God bless you guys. You know, my heart goes out to you, to y'all who are still experiencing this, and I don't know, I believe that if it's happening, there's a purpose to it. There's things we need to learn. There's refinement that we got to go through. It's a very heavy trial to bear, and all I can say is there's a reason you're going through it, and there's a reason you're not like them. So I'll catch you on the next one.